Hey guys, back in the garage again, working on patches. All right, so I read your comments, and okay, we're gonna fix this right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it here. I'm gonna split this open, right back down into here, and we're gonna slide this forward. And I don't mind doing it. I'm gonna show you. Let me get rid of the flashlight. I'm gonna show you the reason why it doesn't bother me to do this. This is an aftermarket door skin, I should say, and it was just horribly done. Here it was done nicely. They did a nice job there, but in here, you see that in there? Let's see if I can zoom in. Hold on. Right there. You see it? All right, now let me get you back. Where they wrapped it around the frame of the door, they didn't even grab it on anything, so they just tack welded it. So it doesn't bother me to do that because we'll cut that away. We'll move this forward, just to give us somewhat of a gap. That down there is going to stay. I'm not going to cut that down in there. We'll get it to look good. So what I want to do is set you guys up. Okay, game plan for today is fix this, and then hopefully finish off everything down here if we don't ruin that. And then we'll just touch up whatever we need to touch up, and then we're going to jump on the back panel over here. From here, and then we're going to work our way up through the trunk. Maybe, maybe, maybe onto the roof. I'm not sure yet, or maybe from there we'll jump onto the passenger side. We'll touch that up, and maybe while that's drying, because it's going to need some filler, while that's drying, that's when we'll start touching up the roof. I'm guessing, game plan, see what happens. But let me set you guys up over here, and let me mark this out and see where we're going to cut it, okay? Hold on. Show you what I'm thinking of. You grab a marker. All right, this is what I'm thinking, because it's gappy here, and it gets normal right around almost where the filler is. So I'm thinking of cutting it here down, because I don't really care now what we cut through behind there, because it's all cut up anyway, and it's just a mess down there. So maybe right to here. This is what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, kind of. If you could see it. I don't know if you could see that. That's what I'm thinking about doing. I think if we plunge the blade in here, we'll stop it right around here. We'll stop right around here and right around here, and then we'll just evaluate it again. But we got a lot of filler right here. I could see it right there. So like I say, this doesn't bother me to cut into that. Let's see. You know what? Enough babbling. Let's see what we can do with this. Let me grab my cutoff tool. All right. Let's see. Hopefully, we don't ruin this. Huh. Well, let's see what we can do. Let's raise this up. I forgot, we could pick the car up. All right. This is what we're working with right there. Let's see if we could bend it forward a little bit. I don't know what it's going to do, but I know it couldn't stay the way it was. You guys were right. Oh, there we go. And it broke. I knew it was going to. It rolled a little bit. Look at that. Look at the filler on this thing. That's just the door skin right there moving. Isn't that crazy? It's just, it came apart. We should have just stripped this down before we did anything. You know what, guys? Let me strip this down. Let's see what we're really working with. Oh, no, it's not as bad as I thought. Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of filler on it. Let's see if we can close this gap up a little more. Let me open up this door so I can push that piece out. Not really too much. Just a little more. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Mind your way. Sorry about that. I do it all the time. Okay. All right, what do you think of the gap now? Maybe I'll tighten it up a little bit more. Huh. Sorry, guys. I keep moving you around. You guys must be dizzy right now. I can't make the gap too crazy because it'll just make the rest of it look terrible. But I think we got it. All right. Here's the gap right here. That looks any better? It's a bad glare, but that's pretty much it. Pretty much consistent. Right here it fades away. And we're going to leave that because once this car's back down on the ground, you really need to lean your head down and look at it. I don't think it's going to be an eye magnet as much as this was right here. So if we can get this to work, then we'll do the other side. If we can't get this to work, we'll just fix what we broke and we'll leave the other side alone. But I think we'll be able to get it. Okay? Ugh. All right, so give me a second. I'll be right back. I just want to set up this welder and everything so we could just run. Oh, let's take a look at the inside. Hold on a second. Before we set the welder up. I don't know if you can see that in there. So it's not too horrible. You know, we'll weld it off on the outside. We'll have to weld it off on the inside. Then I'll get in there with a little belt sander, and I'll sand it down. And we're going to clean all this up. There we go. There. So it should look okay. I think fingers crossed. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. I just want to set the welder up. Okay, guys, the welder's all set up. We'll weld that up. We got to fill it in. I cut some pieces of metal that'll fill in the gaps and everything. So we're going to need to weld it, grind it, clean it up. But it should look pretty decent, I think. All right, so give me a second. Let me set this right up, right over here. I don't want to keep getting in your way. All right. Let's see. I already made a piece of metal to go in there. Right there should hold it. Okay. All right. It's just going to be pushing and pulling. All right. We got that. You know, guys, let's set it on the automatic mode. See what it does, because I can't seem to tune this in. And I don't want to ruin this. Oops. Huh. We'll get this. We're going to get it. It's just going to be a little just persuading here and there, but we're going to get this. I don't think it's going to be too bad at all, honestly. That's where I want it. Okay. It's funny, when I flip the helmet up, I have a magnifying glass inside the helmet. They're called cheetah glasses, I guess, or cheetah lenses. And it seems like as soon as I flip the helmet up, I see less. I know, Al, why don't you just keep the helmet down? Because you can't breathe in this thing. All right, let's take a look. There it is. It's going to have some filler on it, but at least we tighten the gap up. This is going to stay like that, and it won't be that noticeable when the car's on the ground. All right, you're going to have to kind of pick and choose your battles and kind of split where you want to split your battles. So I think eye level and everything, this car is going to look just fine. It's got filler on here already, but you remember I was telling you it didn't have that like sharpness to it because they built it up. So I'm going to take a lot of this out. I'm hoping, not a lot, but a little bit, maybe a few inches back I'm going to take out. And we'll see how it looks, okay? So let's keep moving on this. All right, before we keep moving forward, I just want to clean this up in here, and I'll show you what it looks like. Because when I welded the outside, I also welded through the door panel to the frame. And then I just welded over again with the weld. Because I knew it was going to be hard to get into it from over here. So I just want to clean it up. Let's take a look at it. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. There it is. It's really hard to see. But don't forget the fenders come off of this, and when the fenders are off, I'll clean it off even better. It'll be wide open, so we can take care of that. So with that, what I'm thinking, because now all the welding's done on this, all the welding's done on this side. So we're gonna touch that up, and whatever we missed here, we'll hit it again, so we can start on the back and work our way, around the car. Like I say, this is what I like to do. We're gonna get the side done. This is gonna be finished. What I want to do is I want to finish the back of this. Whatever we need to touch up. We'll get it around there into the jams and everything. And then we'll see how much further we're going to go. If we finish that, then maybe, like I say, maybe we'll jump on the passenger side. Because we know it's going to need some filler. So while we hit that with some filler, then maybe we could DA down the roof. Okay? So I just want to show you where we are and hopefully where we're going. Okay? So give me a second. I just want to get this car down and just straighten out a little bit, grab myself a bottle of water. I'll be right back. Before we mix up any body filler, there's like a ding that's sticking out over here. I just want to tap it in. And then if we have to touch it up with some filler, we'll have it. Oh, it's just barely there. Oh, I think we got it. Don't touch it. I'll leave it. That's not bad. I think we got that ding out. That was an easy one. It was good, too, because we didn't have any glass inside here. It's so much nicer working on a car with no glass in it. All right, you know what? What do you say? Bring you guys over here. We'll start mixing up some filler. And we'll hit this side. We're not going to get all of it. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. I'm sure we're going to miss a few things here and there on the car. But I'm thinking if we can knock down 90% of this side and 90% of every side, and then we'll just go around. And we'll slowly start touching it up. Because I don't know how many days we have left working on patches, because Lucky should be back very soon. I think I'm hoping Lucky will be back next week. I'm going to order everything for it, probably tonight or tomorrow. I didn't want to order anything for the car because I didn't want it lying around, because you see how little room I have with all these parts lying around. So hopefully we can get a decent amount done on this car, even if we got to throw it up on the lift, and we'll put the fastback underneath the lift until we get Lucky done. And then, oh boy, I'll tell you later what I ended up doing. My stories, they always start out with, there I was, having my cup of coffee. Yeah, well, there I was, having my cup of coffee, and I think I did something really stupid. I don't think I did. No, I don't think it's really stupid, honestly. But I'll tell you about it later at the end. I don't know what I was thinking. But there I was, having my cup of coffee. I think that gap on that door is going to look okay. And I know I didn't do the bottom one. I know it, but I don't think you're going to notice it at all. I don't think anybody would really notice it now unless they're looking for it. Like you guys will know it because you'll see it. So that'll be your eye magnet. But I think in the middle of the door where we fixed it, oh, that would have been a very bad eye magnet every time. And you guys are right, guys. I asked you guys what you thought, and you gave me your honest opinion, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And I think it was perfect. Thank you for the advice. So now, with that, let's see what we could do here. Okay. All right. It's going to need a couple of coats, but we'll get it. Oh, that would have been perfect if I didn't come in on an angle. Ah, we would have had that just right. Oh, well, we'll get it. All right, I think that's all we need this bigger spreader for. We missed a few here and there, but we're getting it. I think we got it. Oh, we missed this down over here. Okay. I think we got that. Oh, missed this here. Did we miss anything? Yep. Let me get the small spreader. Or the smaller spreader. I think we got everything. Pretty. Oh, well, let's just skim this just in case. Nope. Didn't even have to. Didn't need it. Oh, the back. We got to hit this with a couple of coats. Uh-oh. I think this is drying. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's not. Oh, we got to get rid of it. Once it starts drying, just chalk it up as a loss. It's already drying. I guess because it's been so kind of hot out. I mean, it's comfortable today, but I'm noticing 75 above. Boy, this filler dries so quick. So what we're gonna do is give this a minute. Actually, you know what I want to do? I gotta cut that line out right there. I gotta separate them. Oh boy. Oh, I hope I don't wait too late. Oh, that was terrible. I ruined that. Oh, that was ruined. Oh well. We'll get it on the next go run. Well, hopefully that will look okay when it's done. It'll look okay. All right, I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to go grab myself a sandwich. I'll be right back. Before I grab my sandwich, this dried real quick. Let's just sand this down just to see how close we are. How far away we are. Let's see what happens. This thing should come with directions. Okay. Okay. All right, let's take a look. It's gonna need a few more coats, but there's the body gap. Not too bad. I'm really glad that you guys talked me into doing that. That's so much more respectable than it was before. And if to see it and to actually see it, other than this video, it looked a lot worse than what it was. And I knew I had to do it, but I just needed somebody to say, "Al, just do it, you big dummy." So, all right, this big dummy did it. Okay, so let's sand this down over here, and we'll keep moving. I'll put you guys right here. Put you guys up here. Whoop. There we go. All right, so we got all the sanding done. I just want to hit this again. We'll hit this. There's a spot over there, a little bit there, maybe a skim here, and then the back right there. So I figured we'll bang that out, and then I think that's going to be the end of the day. Just trying to move forward on this, because this took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take me. So we'll hit this, and we're just going to keep moving. Oh boy, and I'm just going to keep making a mess, because this is a real mess right here. It's patches are slowly getting there, a little bit. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later what I did. Still can't believe it, but it should be fun. Okay, we'll mix this up, and we'll just try to bang this out, and then call it a day. And then we'll sit down and I'll tell you what we did, what I did. Oh, we still have to do this to the other door too. The other side needs more work than this side. And generally, I usually start on the hard stuff. This way, as we get towards the end, it gets easier. But I figured, you know what, let's just jump in and just get started on this. Okay. Set you guys up right there. And here we go. All right, so while that dries, maybe not. You know what? I'm not going to get a sandwich. When that dries, we're going to sand this down. And we'll probably call it a day. And I have to go out and get some more body filler. This was only about half full when I had opened it. So I'll grab some more body fill for tomorrow. And I'm guessing we'll just start chipping away on the other side. We'll start chipping away at the back, and we'll just move our way up. You know, I was hoping to do that today, but I didn't think that was going to take me as long as it was going to. I mean, it didn't take me long, but it was just, you know, kind of just slowed me down from moving forward on the back of the car. But we're going to get that done. We'll get that done tomorrow, and game plan for tomorrow. We're going to get that done, and we're going to work our way down the passenger side. All right, so give this a minute, let this dry. All right, I'll be right back. All right, let's sand this down and see what it looks like. Fingers crossed, it should look okay. I hope it does. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. All right, the car's all sanded down. This has to be touched up and everything. I mean, this whole car's got to get. We have to go around this car quite a few times. But I'm going to lower the car first, then take a look at it. Because when you put a car on a lift, it's like a magnifying glass to everything. And it's still going to go even lower when you look at the car. So now let's take a look at it. That's just a shadow right there. See, you don't really notice this that much now. I mean, you guys will notice it because you saw it already. But it's slowly getting there. We got the body work done down here. This is all done down here. I probably have to hit this maybe like 3 more times to really try to get it straight, because I told you it had a lot of ripples in it, and you just slowly start taking them out. And they're very, very, just so minimal, but they're there. And they have to be taken care of. So we got this done back over here. This right here, I have to clean this up. Then I got to bring the seam back in again. Because it's had work before. But it wasn't bad. Whoever did the body work on the car, they did a really good job and then a terrible job in certain places. Kind of like me, I guess. So, but this is pretty much it. All right, so give me a second, and I'm going to tell you what I was talking about earlier. So there I was having my cup of coffee. You know, I go online. You know, Facebook. Everybody looks on Facebook for cars or wherever. And this car pops up. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, wow, that car looks really original. It's not a high-dollar car or anything like that. You know, it's a nothing special car, but it's really kind of original. And that's what I like about it. It hasn't been messed with. So I get a hold of the gentleman. We work out a deal. I end up buying the car. Here's the question I have for you guys. Do I hook my trailer up to my truck and run down to North Carolina to go get this? Or do I fly down there, try to get it started, and drive it home? Does it run and drive? No. Could it run and drive? Yeah. So we'll see. But it's been sitting probably for about 7 years or so. So I think it'll run and drive. The thing was, the reason why they took it off the road was because the brakes were very soft. That's doable for me. So I'm gonna speak to the gentleman tonight that I purchased it from. He's a really, really nice guy. So I'm gonna ask him, do me a favor, just go out there and push your foot down on the brake to see if it's got a brake pedal or not. That'll determine on whether we need a master cylinder or whatever else we're gonna need, brake lines, whatever. So I'm thinking this isn't gonna be for a couple of weeks, and it's not a car that we're gonna do all this work to like we did with this car or anything. My intentions with this car is to just drive it. Just get it mechanically safe and just drive it for a little while until these cars are done. This one here and this Mustang here. And Lucky. When those cars are done, that's when I'll probably throw a coat of paint on it or something like that, because it's very presentable, but the paint on it's shot. It's just, just picture North Carolina, how the sun just beats down on the paint if you leave a car out there, especially if it's a dark car. And I'm not saying the car is black, because it is, but I'm not saying it, okay? So, that just takes up pounding in the sun. So that's where we are. But I'll keep you more up to date on what's going on as the time comes that we got to either jump in the truck, hook the trailer up to the truck, jump in the truck and drive there, or whether we're going to jump on a plane and fly down there. And I guess find an auto parts store and a Harbor Freight, because you can get anything out of Harbor Freight. And we'll see what happens, okay? So that's pretty much it. You know me, I could just ramble on forever. As far as this car right here, it's getting there. And thank you very much for talking me into doing that. You're right. That would have just been an eye magnet to me the whole time. The car could have came out beautiful. We could have put a 10 out of 10 paint job on it, and then would have just killed it with that. So, and we still got to do it on the other side. But now at least we know what's involved in doing it. So, like I say, I could babble forever. But here we are. It's the end of the day. And as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Oh, here we go again. I always remember at the end. Guys, we have that car show Friday, so send in any of the photos that you have. there's only a couple, so not too many people I guess are into it. Maybe, I don't know, and that's okay too. I'll keep doing it as long as you guys want to send them in. But it's I try to do it every Friday. It's just it shows everybody out there what everybody else has that's watching this channel. It's really your channel. I'm just a guy getting dirty. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves.